Good morning, Nican High School.
I'm Fiona Stevens.
And I'm Austin Platt. Today's April 24th and a day B.
We've got plenty of news for you guys this week, ranging from the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, what's going on with the SATs, rapidly closing college deadlines, and a couple new segments we hope you'll find entertaining. But before we dive into those, we begin with Earth Day, which was on Wednesday.
Thanks, Fiona. What's up, NCHS? I'm Armelinoff. Not here to bring you guys this weekend's weather, but to talk about something else that has to do with our environment. Well, Wednesday was the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, an annual holiday that we celebrate in order to bring awareness to and to support environmental protection. Now, environmental protection and conservation are not only two pretty big words, but they're also huge topics that affect everyone. So, what can you do to help protect our planet? Well, driving less, volunteering to clean up your community, using paper instead of plastic bags, and even planting a tree can go a long way in protecting our environment. So this weekend, I challenge you all to get outside in nature, take a walk, and see just how much our environment has to offer us. And you guys should definitely head on over to the Courant website so that you guys can see the amazing PSA and articles that Mr. Leduc and Mr. Haig's AP Environmental Science students have put together. They created some really interesting stuff that I definitely encourage all of you guys to go and check out. That's all from me, NCHS. Stay safe.
Thanks, Amelie. I'm going to be taking a walk this weekend for sure, because I haven't been out of the house in over a week. Speaking of important things this week, today is Pajama Day, and our dear principal, Mr. Egan, is back once again, only this time in his pajamas. Good morning, Mr. Egan.
Hey kids, you're probably saying to yourself, how does Mr. Egan roll around on Pajama Day? He wears his Christmas onesie. Anyway, happy Pajama Day, everyone.
Thanks, Mr. Egan. We just love those pajamas. But just so you know, every day we're in our PJs. So before we dive into our school news, how about our weekly coronavirus update? The town has some new guidelines in place that everyone should be aware of going forward. On Monday, per an executive order by the governor, New Canaan's Emergency Director Mike Handler sent an update reminding everyone that wearing masks or face coverings is mandatory in public areas. This change shouldn't, however, encourage people to stop their social distancing tactics, though, and Mr. Handler stresses that all social gatherings should still be avoided. You shouldn't leave your home unless you need to go grocery shopping or pick up prescription medication. For right now, everyone needs to work together to help slow the spread so that we can hopefully return to school and normal life by May 20th.
And Fiona, because of the danger that comes with large gatherings, the June 6th SAT and SAT subject tests have now officially been canceled. Starting in August, the College Board is hoping to provide weekend SAT administrations through the end of the year. While the usual number of test centers has lowered, the College Board is looking for new locations to host the tests. If the pandemic takes a turn for the worst, College Board is already looking at a digital SAT to be taken at home, just like the AP exams. Further information will be released in the upcoming weeks, so make sure to keep an eye out in your emails.
Glad I'm done with that. Now on to some important news for our seniors. Colleges seem to be all over the place on when students need to commit, so it is essential that you check in with your college's specific deadlines. Most have May 1st as their decision date, but some are also flexible on the date if a family is not able to make a decision due to financial circumstances.
A big congrats go out to the AP Physics students who recently competed in the TEAMS competition, which are the national tests of engineering, aptitude, mathematics, and science. 5 teams of 8 students each competed in a 3-part competition just 8 days before e-learning began, with the theme of engineering in the wild. Each team prepared a proposal to re-engineer a zoo with the overall goal of making it better somehow, whether a better experience for the animals, visitors, or the energy conservation. In the end, all 5 New Canaan teams placed. Team C won 2nd place, Team A finished 6th, B was 8th, E 9th, and D 10th. Congratulations to all of the participants.
Wow, Austin, that was a lot of news. Need a drink?
Oh, yes, thank you.
And speaking of engineering creatively, now we're in spring. That means that we're entering new tech season. A lot of students are looking to get the latest gear, and we're here to help with our brand new tech segment. And who better than to do it than former Minecraft YouTuber himself, Harvey Duplock.
Thanks, Fiona. And man, I love those Minecraft days where I'd actually choose to stay inside and self-isolate, playing Minecraft for hours, if not days on end. Well, that doesn't matter. What matters is that I love technology. I mean, I even have a pop filter. And as we get closer to the summer, companies are going to start releasing some amazing new tech. In fact, Apple just released their brand new iPhone SE today. So, I'm Harvey Dublock, and let's talk about today's tech. The iPhone SE is Apple's brand new budget iPhone, and that's right, Apple does have a budget phone, and it's actually quite good. The starting price for the 32GB model is $399, and if I have to be honest, that's not a lot of money for what you get. And what you get is practically the iPhone 8, so yes, you do get to keep the home button, except this time it has the brand new A13 Bionic chip that we see in the iPhone 11. In fact, let's compare the iPhone SE, the iPhone 8, and the iPhone 11. As you can see, the iPhone 8 and iPhone SE are practically the same, except for the new chip. That new chip also helps enhance the camera, so this phone does actually have the best 4K video quality of any budget phone, and it has probably the second best camera next to the Pixel 3a. And now the iPhone 11 is slightly bigger with a 6.1 inch display compared to the 4.7 inches, and is also heavier, weighing in at 194 grams compared to the 148 grams of the iPhone SE and the iPhone 8. Finally, all these phones are waterproof, with the SE and 8 lasting 30 minutes in a meter of water, and the 11 lasting 30 minutes in 2 meters of water. Overall, the iPhone SE is great, and in my opinion, it is better than the iPhone 8, especially since you can't buy the 8 from Apple anymore, and the new A13 Bionic chips are absolutely outstanding. They are ridiculously powerful, they are amazing, and of course, if you have the extra money, and if you love facial ID, then the iPhone 11 is another great choice to go for. So, if you need a great phone and you're on a budget, this iPhone SE is definitely for you. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this new segment. I'm Harvey Dublock, and this was today's tech.
Thanks, Harvey. And I guess your timing is perfect because Austin just broke his iPhone 6. Hey, Austin, can I say something real quick? Pass over your phone.
Yeah, okay.
Is this the upgrade you were looking for?
Oh, no.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, it's okay. A quick reminder for everyone, grades are now available for viewing in PowerSchool. Those of you who have things like fines or books you owe to the school, your PowerSchool will be disabled once again until you're up to date on everything. So I'd get those in sooner rather than later.
Hopefully your grades didn't get you grounded, because AJ Boyd is here with another review that you might want to check out this weekend. AJ?
Welcome back, everybody, to another review.
My story is an underdog story, but I'ma gain something greater than underdog glory.
With the country being closed, that means the barbershops are closed, and I can't get a haircut, as why I'm wearing a hat right now. But it also means the movie releases have been non-existent, so we're doing a TV show this week. And I'm sure almost all of you have heard of the very popular TV show All-American. Produced by the CW network, this story follows Spencer James, a talented football player, as he navigates his way through the latter years of high school in Beverly Hills after he transferred from his longtime school in South Crenshaw. Spencer James is played by Daniel Ezra, and other actors in the cast include Taye Diggs, who plays Beverly Hills football's coach, Michael Evans Beeling, who plays Coach's son, Breezy, who is Spencer James' best friend from Crenshaw, and Samantha Logan, the daughter of the Beverly Hills coach. Now overall, I think the show, while it does have some strong scenes, is overrun with flaws. The first flaw, which is somewhat of a pet peeve, is that everyone in the show, despite playing the roles of juniors in high school, looks like they could easily be in their late 20s or early 30s. And this can be led to because almost all the actors are in their late 20s or early 30s. In addition to the age of the actors, the script of the show could be improved drastically. I found myself while watching this show that I felt like I watched the same scene multiple times. All-American was a bust for me, and I was extremely disappointed with the CW network for making such an over-dramatized show. I give it a 3.5 out of 10. And unless in Season 3 they make drastic changes, I don't see that rating changing. Thanks, and have a good one, everybody. This has been another review.
Thank Thanks, AJ. Well, if All-American isn't for you and you're looking for something different, Dylan Pescatore is here with sports news and has some suggestions. Dylan?
Thank you, Fiona. Even though people aren't sports fans, All-American is a great show. Good morning, NCHS, and although the NFL draft was late last night, I'm here bright and early in the morning to give you some sports news. I'm Dylan Pescatore, and this is your Rams Sports Report. Let's start with the news that most of you guys have been talking about, spring sports. We got the news yesterday that the SEAC has decided to cancel all spring tournaments. On the bright side, though, a regular season is still being discussed as a possibility. Let's keep our fingers crossed from some games in the spring. Let's get into some NCHS news now, as Rihanna Afshar and Chris Caratu were named the male and female SEAC Scholar Athletes, respectively. Also, we have a few more commitments to announce, as we did a few weeks ago. Emily Knight is going to Johns Hopkins to play some field hockey. Henry Pohl is going to Colby College for basketball. Andrew Morse will be keeping his football career going on the gridiron at Washington Lee University. And finally, Kyle Russell will be heading to Franklin and Marshall for lacrosse. Congrats to all of them, and also a big congrats to the NC football program, who was named the most dominant team of the decade by Max Preps, making the state championship 5 times and getting that title 3 out of the 5 years. Congrats to them. Lastly, you also really check out the great content being released on our YouTube channel at NCTV 78. Here's a little clip of the Rams Revealed podcast we had with assistant basketball coach Michael Tisha.
That passion that I have, I think, has always been from the underdog mentality that I had as a player.
Totally.
Again, with my size and whatnot, I was always told in basketball that, someone's going to take your spot. Next year, someone's going to do it. And then every time I heard that, it was more fuel to the fire. Mm-hmm. And it really made me who I was. And as a coach, I kind of really keep that fire going.
Let's head over to the NFL draft now, where myself, Ian Nicholas, Austin Platt, and Cortland Parrott streamed during the entire first round, reacting and talking about every pick. You can watch that replay on our YouTube channel at NCTV 78. If you're a sports junkie like me, you know rounds 2 and 3 are tonight, so make sure to tune in. Hopefully an NCHS alum, Lucas Niang, will be drafted tonight, so a premature congratulations to him. Thank you guys for tuning in. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Dylan. I'm going to have to check out that episode after I start watching All-American, because that looks really good. Now on to what weather is going to be like this weekend. Let's hand it over to McKenna Usher with the latest. What you got for us, McKenna?
Thanks, Fiona. I know this past week has been pretty rainy, and unfortunately this weekend isn't looking much better, but hey, at least it's not a washout. What's up, New Canaan High School? I'm McKenna Usher, here to give you this weekend's weather. We woke up this morning with a bit of rain and temps starting out in the low 40s. Sadly, showers will continue throughout the day and won't let up until late tonight. The highs will only be in the upper 40s before they drop back down into the low 40s. Today will be a perfect day to stay inside and finish that Netflix show you've been binging, or start a new show like Outer Banks. Saturday looks a lot better. Temps start in the low 40s but rise into the high 50s as the day progresses. The sun will finally be out and shining, so if you haven't gone outside in a while, today would be the perfect day to go for a walk with your family and get some vitamin D. Those sunny skies will say goodbye on Sunday as showers creep back in. The rain starts again early Sunday morning and continues into Monday. And like most days, temps will only reach into the low 50s and a low in the mid 40s. Probably another indoor day, unfortunately. Looking into next week, the trend of rain continues, as we'll most likely see showers several days in the week. Despite this, the good news is that temperatures will start heating up with most days in the high 50s. Hopefully this is a sign of good news to come. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thanks, McKenna. You too. If I'm not inside watching the latest episode of Beyond the Whistle, I'll make sure to try and get outside. Now, before we go, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Alice Kammerer, Jackson Lasusa, and Sydney Watchmaker. We hope you and everyone else here at NCHS has a great weekend. This has been Austin Platt.
And I'm Fiona Stevens. If you have any announcements, please email us at nctv78@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at nctv78, as well as to subscribe to our YouTube channel, NCTV78. To help celebrate the 50th year of Earth Day, we leave you with a slideshow of our beautiful planet made by our amazing station manager, Luci Savini. Stay safe and have a good weekend, NCHS.
Thank you.